Welcome to the Vault Excel. You are now listening to live number 2. This information is pertaining to underage children who are seeking reassignment surgery. They have an identification issue with their self, their bodies, and they want to change. Should their parent or parents pay for reassignment surgery? It is a very risky surgery. Naturally, like most surgeries, anything can go wrong, complications. And the bigger issue will be down the road, as we have seen with adults, that you have problems and that the part is not functioning as you would want it to. I personally believe the surgery should not be performed on underage children. No doctor in America or any country should perform this surgery on a child, because you may change your mind as you get older, a year or 2, 5 months, doesn't matter. And as I said, many adults have had the surgery done, mostly men who've had the surgery done to emulate a woman's private part. They were not satisfied. Hello, Brittany. I was hoping you'd join me. And that's my opinion. Second part of this live is pertaining to the LGBTQ community plus. They have an issue with Target. Some people, Target has removed certain items. They're not wanting to specify the certain items that have been removed from the store, or basically replaced at the back of the store and not the front. We're going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about the LGBTQ situation first, and then we're going to intermingle both topics during this live stream. Thank you for your time and patronizing this network. If you'd like to donate to this network and the dream of the Vault Excel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App, stickers and Jackson. Welcome to the live stream. This is the network that brings you breaking news, hot topics. Fox is the source of our first topic. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, everybody in the chat. Live now from Fox. Target backlash. Stores remove some items ahead of Pride Month. Let's hear what they have to say.
Pride Month coming up in June. Obviously, that is a whole month dedicated to supporting the LGBTQ community, but some brands are taking heed, including more recently Target. I want to put up some of this video and let you know what's going on. They are removing some of this merchandise that is sparking some of this backlash. They're removing certain items from its store and making other changes to its LGBTQ-centered merchandise nationwide after this intense backlash from some customers, including violent confrontations with its workers. Also removing adult, quote-unquote, tuck-friendly swimsuits ahead of Pride Month. Obviously, that's geared towards the transgender community there. I want to put up a statement from Target. They issued this today. It says, since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we're making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. So that is a statement put out by Target there. I want to go back some of this video. This is also what we know. They're declining to say, though, which items it was removing, but among the ones that garnered the most attention were, like I said, these quote-unquote tuck-friendly women's swimsuits that allow trans women who have not had gender-affirming operations to conceal their private parts. Target confirmed it has moved its Pride merchandise from the front of the stores to the back in some southern stores after confrontations and backlash from shoppers in those areas. So, the Pride Month collection there has also been the subject of several misleading videos. You might have seen some of them in recent weeks. Social media users falsely claiming Target is selling the quote-unquote tuck-friendly bathing suits designed for kids or in kids sizes. Now, you all remember just about a month ago, as Bud Light under fire as well over a marketing campaign featuring the prominent transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. They're still grappling with that. Bud Bud Light's parent company said it will triple its marketing spending in the U.S. this summer as it tries to restore sales it lost after the brand partnered with Mulvaney. So the backlash continues. This comes as several states are cracking down on gender-affirming care, especially for transgender youth under the age of 18, banning it outright in states like Texas.
All right, everybody. That is Fox Now Live. Live now from Fox. Excuse me. Let's go over what was said because it's a tricky subject. Target introduced these items into their store. I believe they had them at the front of the store. Obviously, there were some people who are not pleased with this information of the items being in the store, so they got moved to the back. So then naturally, you're going to have the LGBTQ plus people having a problem. And then someone put out information that Target was marketing these same items of this Tuck and Tuck product for children, which I believe is false information. So how do you all feel about the store selling these items, period? Front of the store, middle of the store, garden center, you understand what I'm saying. Transgender items for children, agree or disagree? In the store, out of the store, side of the store. How do you feel about the trans items being sold, period, in Target, a major chain, number one, no matter where they are selling the items? The information about the Bud Light, whatever business, I don't know anything about that. But you're going to always have people who are not in agreement with anything that is in relation to being homosexual or bisexual. That's point blank. And I'm sure there are people who are not in agreement of this are not going to want to see those items as soon as they walk in the store. And they probably would have a problem no matter what aisle they were in. If they were in the aisle next to where you bought detergent, it would be a problem. Do you understand? It won't matter. Once they get wind that the items are in the store, it'll be like, oh my goodness, really? Why not have a specialty shop for these items or buy them online? So should these items be bought online? Any items pertaining to sexual orientation and identification and trans, whatever you want to call it. Yes, this is new to the Queen too. As I told you, this network is refocusing its content, and I'm bringing you breaking news, a little less of true crime. The link is in the chat. If you have time to indulge us with your opinion, please hit the link to tell us how you feel about this new information about Target pushing their items to the back of the store for the Tuck and Tuck. I'll just call it the Tuck and Tuck. My main subject matter is pertaining to children under the age of 18 wanting reassignment surgery. Do you think a parent, or should a parent, guardian, pay for the surgery of an underage child? I say no, because you could change your mind at any given moment. I've brought you content of people who had the surgery and they wish they had never had it done. Mainly the men trying to transform into a woman. They have regretted the surgery because it didn't go the way they had planned. Most of the people didn't have feelings in their genitalia. It just wasn't what they had planned. And naturally, what is the purpose of the organ if you can't use it? What is the purpose of reconstructing your organ and you can no longer use it? Well, you can't use it because it wasn't naturally designed to be reconstructed into a vajayjay, for one. And naturally, any surgery, there is numbness. I don't care what kind of surgery you're getting done. Surgery on your face, on your arm, your leg, your breast, your buttocks. You are guaranteed not to have feeling in that area. And it could be surgery you actually needed, not reassignment, because that's a choice. So, two-part subject matter. Target versus the general public and the LGBTQ plus community pushing their items to the back of the store. I couldn't put that extra part up there on my title because I can only put 100 letters. So I'll put a clarification in this video in case somebody decides to get jiggy and say, they're still in the store. They're just moved to the back. So let me clarify that while I'm live. The items have been going to the back of the store in southern states. Which states I do not know. But it's a controversy. It is also a matter of safety pertaining to these items. And I'm going to read you that information here. To people being threatened about this hot, juicy topic. Lord have mercy. God help us all. Something new for people to argue over. I have to be careful what I say, and so I don't end up arrested. But you understand where I'm going. Hey, let's go do this to the Target because they're not selling the Tuck and Tuck products. Or let's go do something to Target because they're selling the Tuck and Tuck items. See where I'm going? Oh, Lord have mercy. One second, everybody. Just doing a little checking on some things. Okay, let me hit it. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see what these people have to say here. News break is the source of this information. If you are curious to a source, it doesn't work, Brittany. Hold on 1 second. Los Angeles Times. Let me put it back in here again. Hold on a minute, baby. I don't know why I'm having so many problems. Every time I go live, me and the link, we just don't get along. Hold on. Putting it in again, honey. You are welcome to hit this live. Please be respectful to the host and the guest. Whether you're in agreement of the subject matter or not, please be respectful in how you discuss this, both content, because it is daylight savings time. Thank you for joining me. Seems like I get better views during the day. I don't know. Nobody likes talking about anything else but people being murdered. I can't continue to talk about that. Target is removing certain items from its stores and making other changes to its LGBTQ plus merchandise nationwide ahead of Pride Month after an intense backlash from some customers, including violent confrontations with its workers. Since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work, Target said in a statement Tuesday. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior, quote unquote. Target declined to say which items it was removing, but among the ones that garnered the most attention were tuck-friendly women's swimsuits that allow trans women who have not had gender-affirming operations to conceal their private parts. Designs by Ab Pralin, a London-based company that designs and sells occult and satanic themed LGBTQ plus clothing and accessories have also created backlash. The Pride merchandise has been on sale since early May. Pride Month is held in June. Target confirmed that it has moved its Pride merchandise from the front of the stores to the back, and in some southern stores have confrontations and backlash from shoppers in those areas. Target's response to confrontations in its stores is taking place as state legislatures introduce a record number of bills targeting LGBTQ plus individuals. There are close to 500 anti-LGBTQ plus bills that have gone before the state legislatures since the start of this year, an unprecedented number, according to the American Civil Liberties Union. Those efforts focus on health, particularly gender-affirming health care for transgender youth and education. State legislatures are pushing to prevent discussions in school regarding sexuality and gender identity. That should be my next subject. At least 17 states have enacted laws restricting or banning gender-affirming care for transgender minors, though judges have temporarily blocked enforcement in some, including Arkansas. And Associated Press analysis found that often those bills sprang not from grassroots or constituent Can't even finish what I'm doing. Got a call come in. Sorry about that. An Associated Press analysis found that often those bills sprang not from grassroots or constituent demand, but from the pens of a handful of conservative interest groups. Target's Pride Month collection has also been the subject of several misleading videos in recent weeks, with social media users falsely claiming that the retailer was selling tuck-friendly bathing suits designed for kids or in kids' sizes. The move comes as beer brand Bud Light is still grappling with the backlash from customers angered by its attempt to broaden its customer base by partnering with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Bud Light's parent company said it would triple its marketing spending in the U.S. this summer as it tries to restore the sales it lost after the partnership with Mulvaney. Target and other retailers, including Walmart and H&M, have been expanding their LGBTQ plus displays to celebrate Pride Month for roughly a decade. This year, trans issues, including gender affirming healthcare and participation in sports, have been a divisive topic in state legislatures, and the backlash has turned hostile. This story originally appeared in the Los Angeles Times, if you need verification for the information. Before I go into my content and let Miss Brittany speak, that is very true. This is a red state that I live in. As most of you know, this is a more Republican venue here in the Tennessee, great state of Tennessee, the volunteer state. And we have had some issues pertaining to sports. No, they don't want you playing sports. Play on the own side of the team that your gender is on. We've had the restroom issue, and now we have the issue about medical. No. I guess it's also a decision pertaining to the medical company if they want to pay funds for the gender assignments, because it also has to go to coincide with the medical company if they want to give out the funds to do the I can't even say what I'm trying to say. Pay for the assignment. I do not agree with the assignment for children, period. As far as the tuck-friendly items in Target, I'm just going to stay mum. I don't really know if I have an opinion as of yet. But as I said, I live in the Bible Belt. It is what it is. We have a lot of gay and bisexual people here in the South, trans, whatever word you like to call them, because I'm not here to start trying to figure out what name to call anybody, because really, I'm not on board with half of the stuff that's going on with all these different names and what I should be calling you. I don't have to call you anything because I don't have to address you. That's just how I feel. And I'm not about to start that at 52, trying to figure out what name to call somebody. And frankly, just listening to this article that I just read, this is why maybe you don't need to be doing these things as far as reassignment at any age, because in the end, you are a man. You are not a woman. So to sit here and say a woman until she gets the assignment, then that means she's a man. She's not a woman. Brittany, you go ahead. I got to make a phone call right quick.
So I live in a pretty southern state as well. I personally wouldn't really have a problem, I don't feel like, with it being in our stores. I'm definitely not sure how I feel about it being in the children's section. I guess if they would have been a little bit more detailed about the actual age group of what this children's section is, that would be helpful for sure. But no, I don't think I would. I mean, I don't agree with them having to only shop online. But I also understand that not everybody feels that way as well. But in my opinion, to each his own. It doesn't bother me. I don't agree with parents paying if the child is underage. And I really don't know that at the age of 18, if you if your brain is really fully developed for you to make that situation, make that decision. But I definitely don't feel that it should be before the age of 18. I'm reading the chat. Someone says it's a very invasive surgery. People don't realize how much or the impact long term. Yeah, I wonder what, the impact could be long term as far as complications and things like that. Yeah, I also agree with, I'm reading the chat. Don't push your children to think certain ways because adults do. Yeah. Someone's saying they definitely don't agree with him being able to use the women's bathroom. Any man can put on a dress and that way. I agree with that. Because I do feel like that could happen, men that aren't part of that community could use that for violent acts and things like that. That's really scary to think about, actually. I don't know if I missed the part in the commentary about if this is new just this year that Target is doing this, because I don't think I've ever known that they sold things like that previously. If you don't do your follow-up care, major complications can occur. Yeah, that makes sense, just like with any surgery. Yeah, definitely with a child grasping the concept of aftercare, that would be a lot, and I don't know, that's a lot for a child. And I'm assuming, insurance doesn't cover things like that. That's probably a stupid question, but I wouldn't think so. Thanks, I'm just reading. But I definitely can see in a southern town how people would be offended with it being at the front of the store. I necessarily don't think it would bother me, but I could see, just based from the town that I live in, that there would be very opinionated people. I can see the backlash for moving it all the way to the back of the store as well. I don't know. Put it in the middle of the store. I don't really know. I definitely don't feel like I agree with it being in the children's section at all. Like I said, I'm not sure what the age range is for the children's section, but when I think of the children's section,
I'm back. Go ahead.
When I think of the children's section, my local Target, it usually is till about 12 years old, something along those lines. And no, I do not feel that a 12-year-old can make those decisions.
They do not sell any products for children. Somebody made that up.
Oh, okay, sorry. And they probably said that you might have read that when I was switching over to Come Online.
Social media, that's how rumors get started. That's what I read. Somebody on social media made that up.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Not for children.
So is this Target's first year of selling these items? I mean, I believe.
Oh, I have to reread the article.
I believe I have seen products in there before, but as far as the actual bathing suits, I don't know that I've ever seen those. And it may just be that I didn't pay attention.
10 years of them and H&M doing something with the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, I think I have seen things in H&M before for sure. But I also don't think that I don't agree with them only being able to shop online either.
Say what?
I said, I don't agree with them only being able to shop online to purchase things they need either.
Well, You want people getting beat up in the Target? Because that's what obviously has happened. Somebody's gotten into some type of fights because of that stuff in the store. So it's not the people's fault in the store, they just work there.
No,
It's corporate. It's corporate. It's not management. It's not the employers. It's corporate. Nobody has any jurisdiction over what's sold in a store except for corporate.
Right.
But naturally, just like you go pay your light bill and you get mad at something that's on there, it's kind of like what Queen did the other day when she called and saw this BS wrapped up on her damn bill. She's like, hell, you what are you charging me to breathe? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get me started about some power bill.
I started getting pissed off about that because it's a certain place where I live. It's an area I don't like living in, and it's always extra SHIT dealing with them. If I lived in another certain place, I don't have these kind of problems.
So who is actually getting to the confrontations?
See, y'all don't listen to it. See, this is why I get frustrated. Y'all don't listen when I read stuff.
Okay, well, I apologize. I'm asking again. Is it the actual workers or is it the people that are coming into the store? I don't want to see
the shit in the store. That's who doing it. Okay. The customers. That's why I said they moved it to the back of the store. I'm not trying to be rude, but I hate when people interrupt me when I'm doing stuff because there's some people calling me about stuff I'd already took care of a while ago, and they're calling me asking me crazy questions. Okay. Target is removing certain items from its stores and making other changes to its LGBTQ merchandise ahead of Pride Month after an intense backlash from some customers, including violent confrontations with its workers. Since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Statement made by Target on Tuesday. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. Target declined to say which items it was removing, but among the ones that garnered the most attention were the tuck-friendly women's swimsuits that allow trans women who have not had gender-affirming operations to conceal their private parts. And also this April London company that designs and sells occult and satanic themed LGBTQ plus clothing and accessories have also created backlash. Is that enough for you, Miss Brittany?
Yeah, sorry. You yell at me.
I apologize.
No, I don't.
Stressed since last night.
I know.
On my mind right now. Go ahead. I apologize. So what you got to say?
No, you're good. I just shoot. Even when I read it myself, I have to read it 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I can definitely. Okay, I'll admit that if I was in the Target and I came across the bathing suits, I may be a little taken back. As far as offended that I'm going to go, address an employee, no. And I'm just not that type of person anyway, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not offended to the point where, no, I wouldn't go back.
So who's saying something? Unless it's a guy buying stuff for a girl, a woman that's not gay friendly.
Yeah, that would be my first guess. People that, don't agree with that type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely understand Target, wanting to keep their.
So now everybody's going to rush the back of Target. Look, everybody's going to rush the back of Target to see what they look like.
Well, and like I said, I was a little taken back when you said it to start with because I didn't even know. But it sounds like this may be the first year that they've started selling these things.
I don't even go to Target.
I love Target.
Last thing I bought from Target was that coffee maker that you fans got.
Oh yeah.
And I bought a pair of boots that same night around Christmas. That was November. And that's it. I have not been back in there buying anything.
Yeah, I mean, I like their home stuff. They have cute home stuff, but I could definitely see, if I'm just thinking about the area that I live in, I could definitely see a lot of people being offended.
Better looking jewelry.
Yeah, they're cute sandals.
Walmart still looks kind of cheap, the jewelry and stuff.
Yeah, I like their little sandals, and I've gotten a few like tank tops and things from them.
So let's start with the first topic. Do you agree with a mother or father paying for the gender reassignment?
No, I do not.
Do you agree with Target selling these type of items? Because it also says satanic items as well.
I mean, not if it's causing employees.
I don't even know what they look like, so
I don't either. Not if it's causing employees to be in danger. No, I don't feel like anybody should have to be in danger.
What about satanic items in general? Even if nobody was getting accosted, the gender items and the satanic items are both made by, I guess, the same company.
Mm-hmm. So, if there was not an issue, is that your question? If people
selling them, period, Brittany, selling them, period, in the store, the gender items and the satanic items. You're pausing.
I don't think I would be that offended. I don't think, no.
Jenny says she has to see the design.
Yeah, I think I agree. I would need to see.
Let me go over here. Let me go on Google. Let's see what the hell they're talking about. Then I'll just post it to my community page. Okay, let me see.
Well, I'm not going to lie. Now I'm interested to see
items sold at Target. Let's see what they look like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm not going to lie. Now I'm interested to see what the bathing suit looks like, just to be honest.
Okay, let me see. Here it is right here. Pull it up. Got a big black girl on there. Yeah, we'll put a black girl up there. Well, a black man, rather. A black man want to be a black girl.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
It won't even let me. You can trust a Christian Post to deliver. Now I got the no, thank you. I don't want nobody sending me nothing else. I don't see it. Wait, I see a black girl in one corner. I don't see the items. I'm not sure. Okay, here it is. Okay. If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear. So it's got like how can I describe it? It's what is that animal called? A goat with the curly horns. It's pink. The face is pink. The horns are yellow. And then his head is sitting on top of a wolf's head. I don't know. Then somebody put up something on a post beside it. The designer celebrated the Target deal, a May 18th Facebook post, which read in part, "Being able to sell my stuff in Target stores is incredibly exciting, knowing that people are seeing it without necessarily explicitly seeking LGBT related stuff is wonderful, and I'm especially happy at the thought that young closeted people will see it." The Christian Post reached out to Target for comment, but did not receive a response. As of Tuesday by press time, this story will be updated in the event response was received. That's at the bottom of the article. So this is a Christian article paper that I'm reading this from. Ooh, they didn't put a scripture in there. Lord have mercy. The site also features a number of apparel with violent symbols or messaging, including one all genders shirt that reads "homophobe headrest" with a graphic of a guillotine and skulls, which for some Christians could be seen as a possible reference to Revelation 24 and those who are beheaded for their testimony of Jesus and for the word of God, quote unquote. Ooh, Lord. I don't know. Okay, now this one I don't think they should have this because it's got that thing where you've got the hatchet in the middle and it'll come down and chop your head off.
Yeah.
Nah. With a heart underneath the hatchet and two skulls, one on one side and one on the other, and the colors are pink and purple. That don't look good. That don't look good at all.
Well, I have to admit, you got me wanting to go into my local Target.
Well,
just to see what's going on.
Just pull it up. It got nothing but articles under when you Google it. Excuse me, I was munching. I don't know what.
I'm glad to know that it was a rumor of the children's section because that was a little much for me.
Well, that's what happens when people don't listen and pay attention to stuff, and then they go run around, and then you get all these people hyped up. So that's probably why the people might have ran in and started talking crazy. Just sitting here assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tracy said, okay, they're selling satanic stuff. Are they selling shirts about Jesus? Because I know one thing for sure. He's coming soon. Oh, Lord, Tracy. This world is going to, so people better get right. Well, Lori Vallow thought the same thing. You see what happened with her. You see, Jesus ain't came yet. I ain't trying to be funny.
Well, and I felt like Target was.
If he do come, I sure wish he'd pick up a few folks first. I'm being ugly. Oh no, Tina Turner's dead. Oh
no, really?
Yes. It just come up on my computer and my notifications. Oh man. Everybody, Tina Turner has just passed away. Dang.
How old was she?
Oh man, that's got my spirit down now. I know I've got to go out and celebrate tonight, baby. Lord have mercy. Queen gone. She had been sick though for a while. She had been real sick.
Oh. Well, isn't Target the same store? Gosh, I could be wrong. So, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. That they don't do the Merry Christmas. It's
I
only.
don't know. Listen, Brittany, I'm just not hearing of this Target BS. You can't keep up with anything with all this true crime. That's why I said I have to steer away because there's too much other things out here going on in the world besides talking about dead people. This is my first time hearing anything about this. I told you I don't even go in Target, so I wouldn't even know that they sold that in there.
Well, what I was going to say is I felt like Target was one of the stores that don't do the Merry Christmas. It's only Happy Holidays and things like that as well.
Right, because they want that merry money. I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They're trying to cater to different people, like the Bud Light people, whoever this gay guy, transgender, whoever was that they got with. You got to remember, beer is drank by allegedly straight men. That was the wrong company to try to venture into the LGBTQ arena. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend nobody. But you got to think about who drinks beer.
Why do you say that? The only straight men?
Because you know a lot of straight men drink beer is what I'm trying to say. I know gay people drink beer, but I'm saying when you see commercials for beer, what do you usually see? Guys in jerseys clanking the glasses and stuff. They're at barbecues. You ain't seen nobody running around in a tutu with a mustache. Did I offend you?
Oh, me? No.
I'm talking about what has been sold for beer. That's what they sold since we've been kids. You never saw anybody gay in a beer commercial. That's all I'm saying. And I know a lot of people are trying to sell and market for all types of people because we got common sense enough to know all people, race, tall, fat, short, transgender, gay, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, vape. I get that. But it's the staple, like with football. It's the staple to see men running around in the tights and the cleats, not a woman, not a transgender person. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's not saying that there can't be a gay football player or a bisexual football player, but that ain't what's going to sell. So they did good to even get this guy to be in a commercial or advertisement, but it didn't go well. I don't even know what it is. I didn't pay no attention. Brittany, you looking at stuff up. I know that's what you're doing.
No, sorry, I was getting in my car.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I lost service for a second.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, certain things are geared towards men. You just started really seeing women in the commercials geared that are manly, such as, you know, shave, cologne, and football teams. And they're now, you know, introducing everybody, the mama, the grandmama, the kids, you know, because all lives matter. But it's still a manly staple, drinking beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. It's not to say that other people don't drink beer. Everybody knows when it comes to a product, it's just common sense. I've got to get the audience that I know buy my products. So men buy beer. They're going to keep buying beer. So long as beer is made, men buy it. They ventured into, you know, uncharted territory, new territory by trying to get a transgender person, which was a noble thing to do. But you also got to remember, who would get turned off more by that is a person who don't identify with transgender gay people. And it's like, oh, now you're putting that person up there to sell beer. So it's just a matter of your perception.
Right. And I think that's just it. It's your perception.
It's
Everybody's going to look at it differently.
But you got to remember, a lot of men buy beer and allegedly they're heterosexual. So they don't want to see a guy dressed like a girl holding a beer can. Just keeping it real. And it doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. They don't want to see it. Some of the days. Not saying all, but just say some.
Right.
So now let's ask this question. Since we done got all off about the transgender and the children, do you think other stores now will try to sell tuck it products such as Walmart, Penny's? Penny's is definitely obsolete, but Kohl's.
Possible.
You don't have too many big chain stores left.
You know, and I do think Kohl's sells some LGBTQ products.
Just like I think they're mostly. I do think Kohl's sells some products, but I think it's just T-shirts and things like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's
something neutral like with rainbows and love.
Right. Yeah. Very neutral.
Well, you know, you always have to remember, in order to be fast forward, there's going to be a price to pay. It's just the way it is. Somebody's not going to like what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's always going to be something, you know, just like with all this bathroom change business, letting men that want to be women walk in the bathroom with a woman. I still disagree with that. No, a man has no business in the restroom with a woman.
Someone made a really good point in chat about that earlier.
Yeah, that you're assuming he is non-volatile and wouldn't do anything. But let's be truthful. A sadist, if he could find any way to get in a women's restroom and he knew that he could dress up like a woman, come on now. What easy way to target a woman in a bathroom is dress up like a woman. Go in the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, that's scary to think of.
Yeah, it is. I can't stand the rain. Woo! Kiss my window. Dang. Girl, God, Lord have mercy. But she said she had tired of touring. She had done all she was going to do. So let's talk about the children and the surgery. Your child wants to change his or her identity. Mommy, please pay for the surgery.
No, I don't agree with that.
You can't make the medical company agree either.
No, I was just going to say insurance wouldn't pay for that.
I imagine that's very pricey surgery as well. And no, I'm not paying for my child to do that. Once they're grown, and if they feel like that's what they need to do, then that's fine.
Yes,
Um,
when you're grown.
yeah, but no, I don't feel like a child under 18, you should make that decision.
Yeah, because that way you ain't gonna be looking at me crazy when things ain't going right downtown. Why did you do that? Why did you let me do that? No, you wanted to do that. I just paid with my pocketbook. Don't blame me because the surgery didn't turn out the way you wanted. I've heard numerous stories of defaulted private parts. And I don't think people really understand. You are messing with nature. So ask yourself honestly, how in the world did you think this is going to work when the body is designed specifically the way it's designed? God meant for everything in that, not just your outside, but your inside. He made sure to make everything the way he wanted, for the urine to flow a certain way, all that. It's a perfect design. The reason he built the penis the way he built the penis, to go into the vagina, he knew what he was doing. You better shut up now. Don't get me to preaching. Okay? And I don't think people really sit there and think about that. When you look at the penis and you look at the vagina, it was meant to go in there, was it not?
Seems that
Hello?
way. I said, yeah, it definitely seems that way.
Okay, don't start breaking. So then, I'm trying to be serious now. And then the penis enters the canal, and then it can form a whole kid, a whole human. That's intricate design. So how you think you're gonna mess with that and then say, I don't know why it won't work? Think about what you're saying. That means you need to take that question over God. Because he made us, whether you want to believe it or not. You can't tell me a monkey made none of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's an intricate design, the woman's body and the man's body. He made them for each other. It's in the scripture. I made her from his rib.
right.
He meant that. He wanted them to procreate. He meant that. Now here you come hundreds of years later or thousands of years later say, now I want to take my PP and make it into a VG. Okay, well, go on. Like Dr. Phil said, how's that working for you? You understand? How is that working for you? It ain't. Remember the one girl I showed you? She had it done and she had complications. The stitches were coming undone because you're playing with nature. I would never even. If I was a woman,
be definitely very dangerous.
Say what, honey?
I would think it would be very dangerous.
Yes, it's dangerous. Think about what you're doing. You're slicing and tucking a private part and trying to make it look like a vajayjay and work like a vajayjay. It can't never work like it because it wasn't designed to be a vajayjay. Just like a vajayjay ain't designed to be a penis. You don't even have enough flesh to make a penis. Even the smallest of a penis, you ain't getting ready to reconstruct that vajayjay into one. I ain't nowhere in the world I get mutilated. And you probably don't hear of a lot of women trying to get a penis because you ain't getting ready to get it. You ain't getting ready to grow it.
Right.
And then you're a man, you sit up here messing up your good penis to try to make it fit, look like a girl. And I played one content of a woman, female, male, whatever, that called itself transferring over. And she was talking about how long it took to get feeling and all this. I thought years of waiting to see. It's like you're rolling the dice after you get the surgery.
Yeah,
come on, give me a 9. Hell no. I don't care if I want to be no damn woman. I ain't getting ready to mess with my boyfriend down there. Hell no. Hell to the no. No way I would do that. Because you have to use common sense. Your body was made a certain way. And God designed it just the way he wanted it. If he wanted you to be a girl, he would have made you a girl. There's no way you could think getting yourself cut up like that, that body function that you've now destroyed is going to behave as a woman. How can it when she was meant to bleed every month? She was meant to procreate and carry a baby. Mm-hmm. So ask yourself how it would react like a woman's vagina. It can't and it never will.
Right. No,
and then you gotta hope that you can get feeling down there after you done got yourself sliced and diced. Excuse my language.
Yeah, because I could definitely see, like you just said, feeling not coming back for,
Yeah, I've had surgery before. And I've had surgery under my arms. I've had my breast done. And honey, years numb, no feeling, nowhere.
Wow.
So now imagine you're taking your vital organ, wanting it to act as a vagina, which it was never designed to do, and just expect that once it's healed properly, if it heals properly, you want to now have relations with a man, and you think this man's going to penetrate you, and you're going to feel something when it's been manufactured. Your skin has been tucked and sliced, and you're expecting to get some sensation in an opening that wasn't even supposed to be an opening. You were only supposed to have a pee-pee hole, and that's it at the top of your penis. A little hole at the top of your penis. That's the only hole you're supposed to have down there except for your anal canal. Come on now.
Right.
And you're now thinking a penis is getting ready to go in there and bump and grind with this manufactured flesh.
And I imagine it would definitely feel very different to the man as well.
But guess what? You're never going to know what it's really supposed to feel like because you're not a woman. Think about it. The sensation you get as a man and getting an erection, I'm sure it's not the same sensation as a woman feeling, what's the word I want to use? Feeling excited.
Right.
Turned on.
Oh, no. I can't imagine that really. I don't know.
Because everybody has a different sensation. Just like what turns you on wouldn't turn me on down there or anywhere else. Like some women get turned on by a man touching her breast. Some women don't get that feeling. See where I'm going? Some women don't get as we know, an orgasm by a man penetrating her. Some women do. Some women get more penetrated by him just touching the vulva with his penis. See where I'm going?
Right.
Everybody's got their, as they say, G-spot. So you're sitting here with a manufactured penis and thinking that it's going to behave as a vagina. It can't ever, because it wasn't designed. You got a penis and you remanufactured it. And I just couldn't risk somebody messing with my boyfriend like that.
Oh no, having a child was hard enough.
Even if I wanted to be a woman, I just still wouldn't want somebody messing with my boyfriend. Just the thought of something going bad with the surgery. And imagine you spend all this money and you just taken you years, months to heal up and then you got urges and you can't do nothing unless you're going to be doing something on the other man. But he can't do nothing to you except for your backside. That's it. He can't go in the front. And then that's the whole point of that. Why is he going in the front if he allegedly likes men? I'll wait. And we've heard of that issue happening. She got the surgery. I wasn't turned on. You weren't turned on because you don't like women.
Yeah.
I liked you as a man, but you wanted to be a girl.
Well, I think it's crazy. I was saying earlier that, I think you should definitely be older. 18 is not really even old enough either to make that decision.
No, it's
not.
Then
I find it odd when you think about Caitlyn Jenner, that he was so old.
Waited late. Some comedian was talking about that the other day. It's like, damn, at least he had enough sense to wait. He held out a long time. Shit. I thought he was just gonna dress up like a woman. Did he get the surgery?
I don't know for sure. I don't really follow that. But
damn, when you're talking about coming out the closet late in the game, you're talking about coming out and don't even know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow or the next day. That's hell, ain't it? To be walking around all that time feeling like a woman. And naturally, if you feel like a woman, you're naturally going to be probably attracted to men as well. You know, he never admitted that on that Diane Sawyer interview, but I told myself that's the next stage. Once you start putting that makeup and them dresses on, what you gonna want with a girl?
I feel like he did have the surgery. I don't know for sure. Anybody in chat know? So I can't look at chat now, but I know he definitely had some surgeries done.
Jenny said, if you listen to documentaries on this surgery and statistics of feelings equaling the same sensation after surgery, it's pretty small. Yeah, I know this. Because most of the content I've played, the people regretted it and they had complications. So it was not hitting on nothing. And you done spent all that money to get your body chopped and diced. It's already dangerous because of the type of surgery they're doing. You know, they're messing with your boyfriend and cutting that thing up like it's scary just looking at the surgery. It's gross.
Having surgery, having stitches after having a child was enough for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Normal things that the body was designed to do, such as a woman giving birth, that's normal. Yeah. But it ain't normal for somebody to try to take her sugar mama and try to turn it into a penis. How you gonna do that? She got to have a mighty long flesh of flesh down there. Did you what I said?
I'm not laughing at the
situation. You know I'm a fool. You know she ain't got that much flesh. I don't care if it's the fattest of a kitty cat. It ain't enough to make no penis. The only way she gets something is if it's gonna be a little tiny ding ding.
Well, and
then what? What you gonna do with it?
I can't. Because I don't know how to say what I want to say.
Oh, Satan, you's a liar.
So in that situation, and I'm not being funny when I say this, so please somebody take offense. I'm only asking because I don't know.
Well, Jenny said 2020, Jenner underwent surgery but didn't give specifics. Well, it's 23. I wonder what he's working with.
Huh.
I wonder if his sugar mama worked. Hello, Don. Yeah, you should be covering your eyes. Because this is too much. Lord have mercy.
Well, are people at his age even still doing it?
He was just in his 60s when he came. Now, don't start. Yeah, these old men still making babies. Somebody penis work.
Yeah.
And I know these black men, their penis is still working 60 and 70.
So when they do the surgery on a female to give them the male parts, and like I said, I'm only asking because I don't know, so I'm not making fun or being anything like that. But is it able to, gosh, how do I say this? Grow to get erect?
I'm not fooling with you.
I'm being honest.
I just want you to think about what you're asking and ask yourself the answer. Answer yourself, because I'm not about to answer you.
I mean, I would think I would say no, but they can do a lot of things these days, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. More pushing and pulling and tugging. I mean, you can only stretch your skin out so far. Come on now.
Yeah.
To where it would probably be too dangerous. But I want it. I got to have it. We're going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't messing with nothing if I ain't got to be. I don't give a damn how I'm feeling. Most surgeries, everybody knows there's complications with any surgery. Your heart rate can go down, your heart rate can go up, anything. You can get an infection. And God forbid you get you a sleepy ass surgery. You are toe up.
The infection is scary, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's how a lot of people get sick. They get an infection afterwards. Don't take care of the wound properly.
Yeah.
Go down there and get gangrene down in your crotch.
Oh my God, no.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's somebody nasty. Somebody nasty that got the money to get it done. Then they don't take care of themselves properly. Anything can happen, I guess. You get gangrene down there. Let me tell you what I saw the other day. This man held up his finger. I don't know if you've seen it on social media or not, where his fingers were falling off.
Because he had gangrene?
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but I've heard of it.
People were commenting saying the hospital turned him away, wouldn't render him aid. So people were making nasty jokes in the comment section. Well, he's a drug addict, blah, blah, blah. He probably was geeked up when he was in there. I don't care. They know how to sedate you to make you sit down and be still. They know how to sedate you in the hospital, so that's BS. And whoever hospital turned him away, you should be liable, because it doesn't matter what he did and didn't do. It doesn't matter if he was getting high and his fingers got swelled up. There are a lot of people walking around with gangrene and they haven't went to the doctor. He wouldn't be the first and he won't be the last. We know that a lot of men don't like going to the doctor. So he is not the first person to get gangrene. Come on now.
But doesn't that cause your whatever to fall off, like a toe or a?
Well, it was his hands. They gangrene. The fingers were literally coming off. They were just one was bending off. Some were bending off. Some were still hanging out. But the point is, you're going to have to hurry up and cut those fingers off, or it's going to spread.
So it's pretty much like your flesh is rotting.
Yeah. So they needed to give him aid because it would just travel up the rest of his body. So I can't believe that a hospital would turn him away. And somebody, in the comment section, in the section, they were arguing back and forth why the hospital would turn him away. I don't give a damn what you got going on. If you geeked up, high, under the influence of drugs, alcohol, they're not going to turn you away with no gangrene and your fingers falling off. I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, that's odd.
If they turn him away, it has to be they thought maybe he had fentanyl inside the gangrene. That's the only thing I can think of. But they still would soup up surgically. They've got latex gloves that's strong enough to remove those fingers without worrying about your own flesh, burning off or you passing out.
And doesn't that usually come from like a uncured injury or not getting the right medical care for an injury?
That's what I was just saying about the private part. If you don't take care of your whatever you got surgery for.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people have lost their legs and stuff from not, having injuries. They may have had a motorcycle accident or car accident and they weren't, taking care of the dressing or whatever. And they just let the infection set up. But when something's not right because it's probably going to start oozing and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, you would think it would really affect the whole body.
Yeah. She died at 83, Tina Turner. Pop behemoth in the 1980s has died at the age of 83 after a long illness. She has suffered ill health in recent years, being diagnosed with intestinal cancer. I didn't know that in 2016 and having a kidney transplant in 2017. Now I knew she had the kidney problem, but I didn't know she had cancer, intestinal.
She was how old, you say?
83.
Oh wow.
Damn. I think her son's deceased too. She died in Kussnacht near Zurich, Switzerland. With her, the world loses the most legend and role model. Oh, Lord, I hate that. Born Anna Mae Bullock on November 26, 1939, and raised in Nutbush, Tennessee, where she recalled picking cotton with her family as a child. She sang in the tiny town's church choir as a teenager, talked or rather sang her way into Ike's band in St. Louis. He had declined her request to join until he heard her seize the microphone during a Kings of Rhythm performance for a rendition of B.B. King's You Know I Love You. Wow.
I didn't know she was from Tennessee.
Nutbush. Wherever the hell that is. I love me some Tina. Oh my goodness. My years, I think back when I left Tennessee in 84. That's when What's Love Got to Do With It came out in 84. I have a good memory of stuff like that. Because I was hooked. Tina Turner, that video. I used to stay up late on Friday, Saturday nights watching videos at night. Those were good days for me. And I was obsessed with her and Prince. 84 was my year. It's 13.
Oh, 80. I was born in 84.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I love watching that video. You must understand. Oh, Lord. Dang, Tina. Yeah. I just hate that she was sickly, though, before she left. Been different if she just passed away in her sleep or something, wasn't ill. Oh. Oh. In her documentary, Tina, she described Private Dancer as her debut. I don't consider it a comeback, she said. Tina had never. Wow. I guess so, because she was in a group with that crazy husband. Even though people paid more attention to her. They've got a picture of her from 2009. She's got a little gold outfit on. That girl has some mean calves. You hear me? Tina Turner has some bad legs. I was just tired of singing and making everybody happy. Tina Turner performs at the O2 Arena, London, 2009. Yeah, that people pleasing can get real old. She said, that's all I ever done in my life. I guess just singing and making everybody else happy. Oh, Lord. What's love got to do with it? Her first child, Craig Raymond Turner, died July 2018. Last year, Turner said that following her son Ronnie's death at the age of 62, that he left the world far too early. She is survived by two of Ike Turner's sons, Ike Turner Jr. and Michael Turner, whom she adopted. Okay, so she adopted those two sons. 2020, Turner told The Guardian that despite having some serious health problems, the last 10 years of her life had embodied her ideal vision of happiness. True and lasting happiness comes from having an unshakable, hopeful spirit that can shine no matter what, she said. That's what I've achieved, and it is my greatest wish to help others become truly happy as well. Well, that's all that matters. She felt like she did all she could do, and she was happy just being, with her husband. Damn. Well, they got something here about Honey Boo Boo. So looking at the news. She's graduated from school, I guess.
Yeah, I think I read that.
Make Under. Elena Thompson, also known as Honey Boo Boo, has garnered attention, rocking a more natural appearance in recent photos. She sure put on a lot of weight, didn't she?
What was it, her mom that lost a lot of weight?
Yeah, and she ballooned up, Honey Boo Boo.
God, I will never forget the first episode I watched of that mess. They were making spaghetti, and they were making it with like ketchup, like the spaghetti sauce was like
She's
ketchup.
gained a lot of weight. You got to see her in this dress. This black boy's with her in a carriage. It must be her date. Her stomach is huge for a girl that little, a young girl. If you didn't know better, you'd think Honey Boo Boo had given birth. They carry weight in their stomach, her and her mama. But I'm glad she graduated. But Mama June needs her butt beat.
She's something else.
So that's the reason why kids and all such wayward stuff, wayward issues, wayward problems. People, kids emulate their parents.
What was the husband's name, the dad's name? Shit. I can't remember his name.
Said she couldn't wait to graduate. Now she's graduated. Very interesting.
God, I would have thought she was older.
This is a nice picture of Honey Boo Boo right here. Her graduation picture, her glamour picture. Oh, it's gorgeous. She's gorgeous in this picture. She's got long ringlets, a white dress on, a necklace, and she's standing in front of a thing of roses. She looks real pretty there.
She has a white dress on?
Yeah, it's a white dress, yeah. Yeah. She could lose a little weight. That's too much weight for somebody that look young. Look, it says fans are horrified at Honey Boo Boo's latest Instagram post featuring pals. Oh Lord, I dare not ask.
Where were they from?
I believe it's Georgia.
Yes, I was thinking Georgia.
At the bottom.
Sugar Bear. Yeah, that's a daddy.
Oh, Sugar Bear. You're crazy.
I don't know how long it stayed on. I watched it maybe the first season. I'll never forget them making spaghetti with like freaking ketchup and something else, and I was just disgusted. Yeah, they were an interesting little family. But I don't think they're married, or I don't know if they were ever married, but the mom and dad aren't together anymore. Last I read.
Yeah, she had a new boyfriend a few years back that was causing controversy.
Sugar Bear. He just seemed kind of clueless.
Oh, Jenny, you trying to come up here on a live stream? Oh God, I wish somebody kidnapped me.
What? Stop.
I'm serious.
The neighbors.
I'm so sick of being around this place. I want the hell out of here so bad. I'm just over this one negative situation after the other. Just gets old.
I'm gonna jump down. My son's about to get in the car.
That's fine. Thank you for commenting, and didn't mean to be brash with you earlier. But
no, you're good.
So you got it now. You got to understand it better of what they were selling at the store.
Yep. I'm gonna look it up too.
You have to be very careful what you say on these strings, because people will take it and then they'll say I was saying that, they had kid stuff in that damn store.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. We're saying now. Yeah, I was even skeptical kind of to jump up because I didn't want to, call something the wrong thing or.
Well, we'll see what happens. I might just slide in Target just to go see. But I'd be scared to ask, do you have the I keep wanting to say nip tuck. Do you have the tuck and tuck? So somebody be thinking I'm a damn man. You understand what I'm saying?
I think you'll probably be able to find it.
You must be transgender. No, honey, I'm all sugar mama under here. Mm-hmm. Shut your mouth. Look, I'm all sugar mama. Trust me, you will not be misled. Oh, Tracy, better be good to me. Exactly. Better be good to me. She has some great songs, man. I couldn't play it during this live streams. I get flagged for the content. But man, I'm gonna play it when I come off of here because I'm going out tonight.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
It's cafe night, and then too, one of my associates I know of that she that looks like a he or act like a he. She's having a birthday party tonight at another place, and I'm gonna be right for the taking, baby. I'm gonna be in it to win tonight. Okay, I'm about to get, as they say, towed up. Shouldn't get a live stream. You don't gotta drive, but yeah, I'm coming up out of here. I'm sharp. I'm about to little sundress too. I'm about to act the fool tonight, baby. All them hams gonna be out tonight, baby.
You so crazy.
Ham, stomach. If you don't like it, don't look.
I'm going to get all my grays covered up now. After I drop my son off, I got to get these grays covered
wait a minute, girl. Ain't Queen and went got some new tresses the other day? I'm getting ready to shock y'all when I show you the pictures. I'm about to be, girl, I'm about to show out tonight. Did you hear me? When I come out tonight, they're going to be like, who is this heifer here? She had red last week, blonde last week. Now she coming with the black and the blonde. Ooh, baby. When I say I got a bad Chinese bob asymmetrical haircut, oh my goodness. I'm going to get ignorant with it. I'm going to get ignorant with it tonight. I sure am. Look at these two.
Okay, I'm jumping down. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Brittany.
Okay.
All right, everybody. That was Brittany. To recap on this content, should parents pay for their underage children to get sex assignment surgery? I do not condone this because we've heard numerous times from grown-ups who have had the surgery, usually men, who have tried to conform their private parts to a woman. It did not work in their favor. Lots of complications and just didn't get any feeling. So it defeats the purpose in changing over. And once you decide to have sexual relations, you're not getting any feeling down there. And I haven't heard of any women getting the surgery to change into a male. I think that would be very difficult, but as Brittany says, you never know what technology can do. But like I said, how much pulling and stretching can you do of the skin? So, you can use your imagination there. But I have not heard of many women trying to become men. And as I said, when you have surgery, period, it doesn't matter what kind of surgery you're having, there is the chance that the area that is performed on will be numb and you don't have any feeling there, whether it's your breast, your foot, your ankle, your leg. That's just a normal part of surgery. That's one of the complications, is not having any feeling in the area that was, let me say autopsy, though. Oh my goodness, cut off. The second part of the stream is pertaining to Target, the chain store. They were selling LGBTQ items and some other items that were deemed occultish. And this company is out of London, who made these products, designed these products, T-shirts, whatever. And they've gotten backlash from people complaining about the items being of the occult and anti-God, and also the tuck-it items. And then someone went to social media spreading rumors that they also had them for children, bathing suit items, that is not true. Target has not sold any LGBTQ bathing suit items for children. Let me make that clear. They have said they have not made those items. Maybe somebody misunderstood something or just wanted to start a rumor, but some of the items have been taken back to, pushed back to the back of the store, and there you can purchase the stores in the back, purchase the items, in the back of the Target. Now, I don't know, because I don't shop at Target much, so I don't know what they're selling in Target, but some southern stores have had some problems, altercations with staff members from customers. So it was an issue of people complaining about the items. I don't know if it was more women complaining, because those only people I can see in the female section would be women to complain about those type of items sold there. Maybe they felt offended to have the tuck-it items by their alleged straight bathing suits. I don't know how you want to word it. Jenny, where are you calling from, baby? You're on, Jenny.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Oh my god. Okay.
Where are you calling from?
Utah.
Okay, Utah. First subject: transgender children wanting surgery under the age of 18. Take your earpiece out, baby.
Oh. Okay, hold on one sec.
Okay, fine.
Okay, is this better?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my gosh. Okay, awesome.
Okay, Jenny, do you condone parents paying for reassignment surgery for children?
No, not under a certain age, no.
What age is that?
Well, like someone mentioned before, I think 25 is a good age.
Okay, so you're grown. 25 is grown.
Yeah.
Okay, so, some medical companies probably don't want to shell out the monies either, even though you're paying. Let's say a parent is paying through their insurance. And how do you feel about a company denying access to pay for the surgery, although you're paying for coverage?
I think that's fine, because
Okay.
I think that should be on you. I don't think that should be up to an insurance company.
Okay, because I might do a video on that too. That's a good topic. So I was going to write that down, insurance companies. Let's see. I should have put that up there too. Okay. Target has been selling some items. They linked up with this company out of London. And some people have gone into some stores. I don't know if they're mainly the South or other places, but they've had a problem with the tuck-it items and some other items. and because they didn't verify all of the items that they allegedly removed to the back of the store. So how do you feel about the items being moved to the back of the store or being sold in the store altogether of the occult and the tuck-it items for the bathing suits?
Okay. I think it would depend on the design, and if you're depending on how old the child was.
These are grown-ups. Let me make that clear. These are grown-up designs, not for children.
Oh,
these are bathing suits for grown-ups, for transgender adults.
Okay. Oh.
Now the designs on the shirts, I'm assuming they're for women, but who's to say the preteen teenager can fit the size and go in the women's and mine? So that could be an issue as well.
That's a hard one. I mean, man,
Well, you just have to go to Google and look at the designs yourself.
Yeah, I mean, but
to see, one's got like a ram head. I said a goat, but it's like a ram head sitting on top of a wolf, and it's saying something like, "If I can't love you, I could put fear in you," or something to that effect.
See, and I mentioned before, I don't think those messages are very warm and welcoming.
It's not a ram on top of a wolf, and you're basically saying, "I'll put fear in you if I can't love you." That's not not love anyway.
What are you trying to say with that? You know what
I
mean?
And then the one has the old timey hatchet thing. You know that old wooden hatchet where they would cut your head off?
Yeah.
Two skulls sitting at the bottom and a heart underneath the hatchet.
Okay, I think we can move those a little back because just from the pictures,
even though they're using pastel colors, it's still not, to me, it's negative. It's negative.
Yeah. To me, it doesn't. It's not helping your cause. It's not helping.
Right.
What you're trying.
If you're trying to promote peace and acceptance.
Yeah, exactly. Right. How is that promoting peace with a guillotine? And I mean, that's like, I don't think so.
Well, and the guy said, I read it earlier, I read it out to the chat, that he's basically saying, "Oh, I'm glad that, Target is selling my stuff and all that." And I said, this must be a young person, because an adult wouldn't even address their products as stuff. That sounds a bit young oriented commentary.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're selling my stuff. Huh?
I said it doesn't sound very professional.
No, it doesn't. So I said, this must be a young person that designed this.
Yeah.
These designs.
Yeah, I don't think that if you're trying to promote like a certain message, that kind of illustration on your items is helping your promotion.
Well, maybe maybe this is his message. I'm telling you, hey, I can either love you or I can put fear in you. That's the message.
Well, good luck with that,
Right.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think you're helping promote your cause that way.
But he's a designer. Who's to say he has a cause? See, we don't know, because I don't know him.
You know what? He's probably in it for the money. I mean, if he doesn't have any sentimental, I mean, if he isn't like in the community or educated himself with those who are in the community or what it's about, then he doesn't care. I mean, it's all about the money.
And that's what a lot of companies are doing right now. They're trying to, bring more LGBTQ plus people into their commercials and advertisements. But as I told Brittany, there's always a price to pay for anything that you do. There's going to be some positive commentary. There's going to be some negative. There may even be some violence involved, because people are unhinged. They get upset and offended easily. And it is what it is. And that's the article I brought, is that they had some altercation in a store pertaining to the products. And I guess the people customers lashed out at the staff. And, it's not the staff's problem about what's sold in the store. They don't have any jurisdiction over what Target buys from a buyer and sell in the store.
Well, I mean, and like, you're being I think you're being quite hostile in trying to get the message across, and that's not going to get anywhere,
Well, but there's be some people who would like the shirt. You understand?
Yeah. And I mean, and that's great and wonderful, but it's like,
It's more like to me a gag type shirt. But you have to think about the places that you're selling them because we are in the South. As I said, this is a red state. It's more conservative to some degree, but we do have a lot of liberal people, gay, bisexual, trans, whatever word you want to use. But it's the conservatives that make the rules and bring the hammer down on what they don't like and agree. And that's the whole point of anywhere you live. It's politics. Politics run everything just about.
Well, politics and money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. How are you today?
I am good. I am just grateful I figured this out because I've
good.
Been trying
yeah, it's not that hard.
I've been trying to figure this out forever, and I did. So it's a good day.
So, anything else you want to add? I don't really have much else to talk about. This is my second live today. My earlier live was of Brian Korberger, that new information to come out about him breaking in that girl's apartment and setting up surveillance, which is very creepy. And I'm glad I was able to get that live information out. So if you haven't watched it, check it out, that earlier live stream. But I've been wanting to talk about this topic for about a month as far as transgender issues and parents paying for the surgeries. Because now, as the article says, we have a lot of laws on the books. I mean, quite a few. I think I read, 500 laws or so pertaining to LGBTQ plus. And it's just a lot of things that they're wanting done that a lot of people are not in agreement with. One time, remember, it was the bathroom issue. Lately, it's the sports issue, playing on the same team. How do you feel about that? A guy playing on a team with women?
Oh, man.
High school, junior high, or grade school. It's all the same.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair because men.
Oh, Pen 10, I'm a liberal. I'm a conservative liberal.
Yeah.
I still believe in family. I do. I still believe in family and doing certain things a certain way.
Like I support, you know what? I'm all for equal rights and stuff like that. But there's, I don't know. Like I don't. There's a time and a place, and I mean, that's a hard subject. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's fair, personally. I don't.
So you think a boy should play on a team with a girl?
Well, I personally think the boy would have more. I mean, physical strength. Well,
an advantage. That's what you're trying to say. He has more of an advantage.
Yeah, and I mean that sounds bad, but I mean, because women are strong too. But I think,
and it's not to say that the girls that aren't competent, but boys usually have more muscle mass.
Yes.
Than a female.
Yeah.
So
I just think that
a girl playing on a guy team.
Well,
it's the same.
I mean, good luck. I mean, we can do it, but I mean, if you get hurt, don't cry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the point. You can get hurt on the same team of your sex. We know this. But I agree. I don't believe in women playing on men teams, and I don't believe men should play on women teams, whether they call themselves transgendered or whatever. There are teams designed for your sex, and I think you should play on the team designed for your sex. That's what I believe. I think you should go in the bathroom that's designed for your sex. Now, you're walking around dressed up like a woman. You call yourself trans, whatever. To me, that's a personal issue. But I don't know that you're trans. And I'm not going to sit here and argue with you to decide if you're trans or not, going in a restroom full of women and full of girls. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen some like TikTok videos, and there's people that like, I see it like, dude, if you have a full beard and you obviously look like a man, I mean, don't sit there and cry when people don't take you seriously. You know, I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Well, I would think if you wanted to cross over, you would be shaving all of that hair off. Would you not?
You would think. I mean, if you want to be taken seriously and this is really who you truly are, then take the steps to get that done and take it seriously, you know? and consider other people around you. Like, come on, I don't know.
So you saying if a man wants to dress like a woman, he needs to make sure he shaves all his facial hair off?
Well, if you're going in a women's restroom, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the whole point, that even if you're shaving, there's going to be some men that you can tell are men.
Yeah.
The Adam's apple, you can't get rid of that. I've heard that you can get that shaved down, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard. That to me is scary. But you're still a guy. And the point is, there are going to be some people who know that you're a guy, even if they've never met you before.
Yeah.
And I just don't believe in a man going in a woman's restroom. I don't.
Yeah, I think.
Now, have I snuck and used the men's restroom in a bar setting because I had to go to that damn bathroom? Hell yeah, I did. But it was a one room bathroom. It didn't have different urinals in there. That's a difference. Yeah. There's no way I'd have to pee on myself before I go in one that had urinals. And that means any man could walk up in there, even though I would go in the one with the stall, but they might look down and say, damn, I see some feet. Toenail polish. It might wait on me to come out, attack me, anything, so I wouldn't even risk it. No.
Yeah.
But a one toilet that says men, I'll go in there and lock that door. I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's not the same. That's not the same as a restroom with open, it's got stalls in it, and women might be plucking and tucking their dress and doing stuff that they don't care to do in front of a woman. A guy coming there dressed like a woman, I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know that you're really a transgender guy just wanting to, fit in.
Yeah, see, and that's where it gets complicated, because it's like, are you really, like, are your intentions really what they are? Or are you just like messing around? And it's a fine line for me. It's a fine line. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you don't agree with parents paying for the surgery for children reassignment? Okay.
No, because you know what? Like I said before, I've watched documentaries on the surgery, and I just think there needs to be a lot more mental health care put into that, and research by the person who's going to do this, because it's life-changing.
But I'm sure the doctors have told the people the complications from getting the surgery. They always give you the complications. A good surgeon is going to tell you the complications.
Yeah, but they'll tell you the complications, but I don't know. There's always those doctors that don't care about.
Well, why? But think about it. Why he should care enough just to get you in and get you out and make sure you get adequate health care. But in the end, everything is on you, because this is a choice that you are making to have this altering surgery done that you don't have to have done. This isn't a mandatory surgery. You could tell people that all day, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. No, you want it done. That's the difference. You don't have to have it done, because there's nowhere in the book of life that says you've got to get your penis rearranged. It's BS. It's BS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't think enough. It's such a big, humongous, evasive, drastic surgery.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I think that people need to put more into research and mental health.
Okay, Pen 10, thanks for joining us. Go ahead.
Mental health into this before making that kind of a decision, because I've seen people that are in the process of detransitioning and their regrets, and it's sad, because it's just sad to watch. You know what I mean? Well,
once again, everything is a choice.
Yeah.
And like any surgery, you do not know what can happen afterwards. And so this is a very serious surgery, getting your private parts altered. And it's something you do need to consider. And you may need a mental mental guidance afterwards in case things don't go right or you don't feel right. Because that's the point. You're not going to know what's going to happen to you until you have the surgery done.
Yeah, true. And I just think a young mind, a child, does not cannot grasp the concept of these long-term choices, and it's not
Right.
fair for the person or for the parent to push that on a child just because
I don't think it'd be the church. I don't think it would be a parent pushing it on a kid. I think that would be more of a child wanting it.
Well,
I can't see any parent wanting to force their kid to get a sex change. I can't see that. They may tell you to accept who you are, but I can't see them saying, "Yeah, get the change, go and get the sex change." I can't see that.
See, I wouldn't be surprised because I believe there's parents out there that are motivated for.
Oh, there may be some, but I'm saying I haven't heard of any just rallying to get.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, some parents are not really fully on board with their child dressing of the opposite sex. They may go along with it. That don't mean they're fully with it. They may say, "Oh, I support him or her, whatever they want to do." But me supporting you dressing like a guy or girl don't mean I'm also ready to go pay money for you to go get chopped up and get your stuff rearranged. Because that's totally different. It's not the same. It's almost like make believe. Putting on clothes and as we say, acting like a boy or you mimicking a boy or a girl, that's one thing. Going under the knife, that's totally different.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because that's finale. That's a finale. See, you putting on boy clothes, you can always change your mind and decide to go back to wearing dresses and skirts. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The surgery, there's no going back.
Yeah. No, there's not.
No, just imagine, seriously, the guy decides, okay, I want my penis back. Now what?
Yeah. I just think it would just be too big of a. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, you can do reconstructive surgery, but you're never going to be who you were.
You're not going to never be the person you're trying to be, which is nobody.
Yeah.
Because it's a manufactured penis. You've taken what God gave you to mimic a vagina. And as I said, your body inside was made a certain way to accommodate the organ that was given to you. So you were a man trying to make this penis into a vagina. It can never be because you were not born a woman. Mm-hmm. And some people can get offended by that. I don't care because it is what it is. This is not a game. You're talking about messing up your body to be a person that you could never be. You could never be a woman. You can put all the lipstick on and dress and flame and throw your arms in the air, put on lead press on nails. You are a guy. Mm-hmm. And to argue about what somebody should call you, this name, that name, you're still a man. You're still a man.
I can't get on board with the pronoun thing.
All this, call me this, call us this, just like they're calling black women sis and all that. I'm not your sister. I'm not your nothing. You call me by my damn government name, or you call me queen. That's all you call me. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because now you're trying to regulate how we're supposed to address you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, my kids already say I'm politically incorrect, so you know.
Yeah, but you're changing, hey Brittany, you're changing a different pronoun every other month.
Yeah.
You go in the dictionary and Google and pull up all these different names that come up with pan this, trans this, oh, I'm a this and that. Look, you done went from being man, woman, billy goat / ram / coyote. I ain't trying to keep up. I don't have to.
Well, you can be whatever you want, but don't push it on other people that are not going to accept it, and you know they're not going to accept it.
My thing is this: I don't care about what you do. If you want to go wear women's clothes, you're a man. Hey, that's your prerogative. But I don't have to call you a woman, and I don't have to call you no other pronoun. Do you see where I'm going? I don't have to.
Yeah, it's just I just think it's like just have some mutual respect, you know.
Yeah, I don't walk around worrying about what other people are doing and who they want to be. I'm far removed from worrying about that. I may make that clear during this live stream. You can be whoever you want to be. I have no problems with that. If you're a woman that like dressing in men clothes, you're a man like dressing in women clothes, that's your prerogative. But when it start coming to all these different pronouns and what I should call you, and then somebody wants to correct you on the appropriate noun to use for this and that and pronouns, I don't have that kind of time. I'd rather just bow it all together. Just don't say nothing to you. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten so complicated. I mean, why did it have to get so complicated, you know?
Well, it is complicated. That's why we have these strict laws. This is the Bible Belt where I live. I'm in the South, the dirty South. And this is still red country. This is still white people's country, conservative white people country. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do have people who don't believe in God. We have people who are homosexual, bisexual, trans, whatever word you want to use, but they don't outweigh the government and the people running the laws. That's what they don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in a religious state. I mean, when I first moved here, it was like that was the main religion, and everybody ran by it.
Where did you move from?
Huh?
Where did you move from?
Well, I just moved from Wyoming down to
Wyoming. I see.
So Utah back in 1980 something. I mean, it wasn't how it is now, and
yeah,
it's some things that I see
more strict, more conservative.
Yeah.
White man, white woman only, straight. Yeah, I understand.
It's amazing what I see now from what it was, and I'm really happy that we've come along and everything. But you still have those that are stuck in
the old times. Yeah, because that's the point. Everybody's raised differently, and even if they want to ride the ride with you, they won't, for the fear of being judged by those few people in their communities. They may even have some gay, bisexual tendencies, but they're going to hide it till probably death. It's just the way it is. You still got people that's going to hide. Even in modern day, they know that they can come on out the closet and be who they want. They still won't come out.
Well, and that like with the religion here, and
hello, Buffalo.
Hi.
I was speaking to somebody in the chat. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. Like with the people, like with the religion here, and as far as like the LGBTQ thing, like they backed the something Bill 8 out in California, but then they're like at the Pride Parade here, like saying that they're accepting and everything. And to me, I mean, it just got on my nerves because I knew they weren't sincere about it. Like,
okay,
I just know deep down they're not sincere about that open welcome thing, you know.
Okay.
And you don't need to be like that. If you don't accept it, don't accept it, but don't act like you do, you know.
Okay. Well, you know, even with a group of politicians trying to pass anything to be of acceptance to a certain group, there's always going to be somebody in the group that's not accepting. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
That's why it's like I kind of stay away from politics and religion.
Yeah, because those are the topics that people argue over the most.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. I'm just like, believe in what you believe and do what you're gonna do, but like, don't push it on me. Let me just do my thing, you know.
Yeah. Well, have you had somebody that was transgender or homosexual try to push their beliefs on you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I accept. Like I'm very accepting person, and it's what comes out of your mouth that
you married. Say what? So wait. Say that again. You married what?
Oh, I'm an accepting person, right?
Oh, accepting. I see what you're saying. Okay.
It's what comes out of your mouth and how you conduct yourself that tells me what I need to know. You know.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Anything else before I check out of here?
No, but thank you so much for having me out.
Okay, I will be back probably tomorrow with some more hot topics. So feel free, if I drop the link, to hit the link and chat in the chat, comment on the community page and below this video.
Okay, it was so awesome to talk to you.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for joining me.
You have a great day.
You too. Happy Memorial Day.
Okay, you too.
Okay, honey, bye-bye. All right, everybody. That's Miss Jenny from Utah, formerly Wyoming. And thank you, Miss Brittany, for jumping up here earlier. I'm going to cut this live short because I want to I'm getting my car worked on, and so I want to call the guy and see where he is as far as on working on my car, because I'm trying to get into the into the groove this evening. As the song says, I got work to do. But I thank you all for following this network and the content. This was a two-part topic pertaining to if parents should pay for their child's reassignment, sex, and the child is underage. Should they pay? And also, I guess I should have discussed medical companies, because in the end, they're the ones who will make the decision if the parent doesn't pay outright with cash money. So if they were trying to go through a medical insurance, how would that work? And should medical insurance be on board, jump on board with paying for the reassignment surgery for children and adults? Second part of this commentary was pertaining to Target, the chain store. They have received backlash for selling certain transgender items and occult-like items in their stores. They have removed some of those items from the front of the store and put them in the back of the store. There have been some southern stores. They didn't name the stores, how many, or the items, exactly what was being moved to the back. There have been some altercations in the stores between customers and the Target staff, which I think is just ridiculous. Why are you fighting somebody about what the hell Target is selling? Call the corporate office and tell them, hey, I don't like what you're selling in the store. I think it's this, this, or this. Then go from there. What is fighting an employee going to do? So I'd like to know where these altercations took place. But nonetheless, some of the stores have gotten the items put to the back of the store, but the point is they're still in the store. And so long as you're getting a complaint about them in the front of the store, they're going to complain once they find out you still have them and you're selling them in the back of the store. It's all the same. It is what it is. So should Target sell any items for transgendered people? Bathing suits where a guy can tuck his private parts to not be seen while wearing a bathing suit. Should Target sell these items? Should these items be sold in big box stores such as Target, Walmart, or should they be sold in a specialty store or online only? Please comment below in the comment section of this video. And also comment on children wanting reassignment surgery. Should their parents pay for it or let the child pay for it himself when he or she is an adult, or if the parent wants to pay when he or she is grown? How do you feel about a parent paying and allowing their child underage to receive reassignment surgery? Those were the topics for this live stream. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Brittany. Once again, if you'd like to donate to this great network, the Vault Excel, $Big Angie 129 Cash App. Students and chats, welcome to the live stream. This is live number 2. First live is pertaining to Koiberger. Was the co-worker his first dry run with breaking and entering? Please go back in the queue to take that, dissect that video. Comment below that video. Please check my community page for the said polls. I have a lot of questions on the poll section pertaining to Brian C. Koiberger, who has been formally charged in the murders of 4 Idaho students and burglary. His trial is to start October 2nd, 2023. We will see if it will commence on time or if it will be delayed, if his defense is not ready, what will be the plea, guilty, not guilty, or he will remain silent as he did on Monday. And I also have a video pertaining to his silence in court on Monday. I also will bring you an update to any other breaking news of subject matters that I have covered. The next live I wanted to do it today, but I put this one in its place. It's pertaining to Lori Vallow's niece. Should she also be brought up on charges alongside Lori and Chad Daybell? I do believe she had knowledge of the murders to take place. I also believe she orchestrated the hit on her then husband, Brandon Boudreaux. I do believe she should stand trial. I believe she had guilty knowledge of these offenses and of the deaths of the children and possibly Tammy Daybell as well. And I won't doubt that the brother Alex was murdered by Lori, her niece, and Chad, and that wife of his, Zulima. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Those who came in late, please go back to replay this content. You have been listening to The Vault Excel.